Juliet, get off my screen. Take Joel with you and the damn teddy bear. Gia, get off my screen. I'm tired of seeing you. Beck, I know that you're saying you're sorry. Get off my screen. I'm tired of you too. There's so many people on this freaking show. I need them. Tyson, get off my screen and take that woman with you. I'm so done. I can't. You guys, this season is rage baiting me to levels that I can't. I'm the type of person who, if I see a post on TikTok that's rage baity, I will block the person. Because I don't want you to be thinking that you could come on my timeline and rage bait me. How are these people gonna come on my TV and try to rage bait me? No. Guys, this season has about 2 more episodes to hold me before I quit because I'm losing my mind. Anyways, hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie if you did not know me. And I'm sorry that I'm crashing out if this is your first time seeing me, but I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm irritated. We are reviewing Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episodes 19 and 20. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell, hype the video, and leave a comment down below. We pick up with Scott. Scott says, you know what? I've seen the error in my ways. I'm going to delete the photos plural, of me and my ex. I didn't realize how bad it would be to, keep photos of your ex and how your current partner would feel about that. Mind you, he had just made this girl his girlfriend, even though this is Married at First Sight, and he just didn't think that it would come across badly that he had photos of the ex. So fine, he deleted them. He said that he told Gia hadn't responded to him, but eventually she does. When Gia gets back on screen, why does she say that the photo she saw was of his ex bent over wearing lingerie? You're an idiot. Scott, add Scott to the list of people who I need off my screen. Scott, are you dumb? Scott is like, yeah, I've deleted over 500 pictures of you and your ex, or over 500 pictures of your ex in lingerie. Answer quickly. Eventually, they were able to reconcile, and apparently Scott even met Gia's daughter. Why? He would never meet no child of mine. 500 pictures. You had to delete over 500 pictures. And you didn't think to yourself that a picture of your ex in lingerie would bother your current girlfriend. All right. On to some better news. We have Stella and Philip who meet with their friends, and they have nothing but good things to report.
You did grill Philip, didn't you?
It just adds to my story as how I changed my life.
Stella didn't come here and talk to you about her business. I don't care. From what I hear, they're incredibly happy.
I'm definitely starting to fall for you. I don't want to just throw that willy-nilly. Oh, I love you.
Who do you think will say it first?
Doesn't matter.
I think he does. Personally, I am expecting Philip to say first. A man should take the lead.
I forgot that Philip came off very clout chasey at the beginning. If you remember, his vows were about the YouTube channel that he has and the different career things that he's done and how he empowers men and what kind of stuff. So from then till now, he seems like such a different person. It is possible that he's still out for clout. And then that makes me wonder, like, okay, is the reason why things are just going so perfectly with Stella because he's a clout chaser, or does he genuinely love the girl? Because 2 things could be true. He could be a clout chaser, but he still could have fallen for Stella in the process. Or he could be with Stella and things are going so well with Stella because he's a clout chaser. I don't know. Whichever one it is, Stella is like, I am getting to the point where I want to say that I love him, but I'm not going to say it until he says it, because that's what a man is supposed to do. Now, I'm kind of on the fence with that because I feel like if you feel it, you should say it, or you should feel comfortable to say it. And if you don't feel comfortable, why is that? Like, do you feel like the world is going to crumble if you say it? And then I'm also the type of person who feels like in my relationship, I would like the man to set the tone for our relationship, so I understand her. But girl, if you feel it, say it. I don't know. I just feel like if you say it and he says like, yeah, no, I'm just not there yet, maybe that'll help you recalibrate. Like, I don't know. I get her mentality, but I also feel like you shouldn't stifle yourself in fear of the other person. Next to see their loved ones was Steven and Rachel, and these two are struggling with intimacy. Rachel wants them to be more, coupley, right? They seem like roommates that kiss. And that's not really what she's looking for. So Steven was saying, basically, I have a wall up, and everyone in his like circle is like, oh yeah, we understand that you have your wall up, but it's time for you to take it down. And I was waiting for somebody to explain, or to ask him to explain actually, why the wall is up. Because to just say, no, she's a good girl, take the wall down, that doesn't resolve the issue. Because is the wall up because he's not ready to be in a relationship? Is the wall up because he doesn't see a future with Rachel specifically? Is the wall up because some insecurities in the relationship are coming up to the surface? Like, there could be so many reasons. And so to just say, well, bring the wall down, that wasn't good enough for me. He has been able to be more vulnerable with her since that meeting, but I don't think they addressed the root issue. And that's what's missing for me when it comes to Steven and Rachel. Like, okay, y'all like each other, y'all kiss and stuff, but something is amiss. And we need to figure out what that is. Tyson is trying to go from most hated to most beloved, or at the very least, most improved. So he decides to take Stephanie for a date. And it started off great, and then it ended badly.
I'm all for doing nice things for my partner. I do want to give this 100%.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've been on a date.
Yeah. I've been on a lot of dates. Dated with this Brazilian girl where I actually had those feelings of love for. Where would I be with her now? You know what I mean? I keep in touch with the Brazilian girl. I won't lie, I do. She's like my best friend as well.
Have you spoken to her whilst you've been here?
I have, yeah.
I do think keeping in touch with your ex is a bit nuanced, right? I can't say that it's categorically wrong, because sometimes people do break up amicably, or sometimes they had a friendship before they were in a relationship, so they just want to revert back to that. Where he loses me is when he says, yeah, I do think she still has feelings for me, and I can't say that I'm fully over her. So why are you entertaining something that's ambiguous? What the hell was the point if you coming on a show where you're supposed to act like a married couple with somebody and potentially pursue a relationship after the fact if you still want to be with somebody else, or if you still have feelings for somebody else, to the point where you're still communicating with them in the process? How does that make any sense? So yeah, Stephanie was like, I am cordial with my exes too, but I don't communicate with them. So she had an issue with the fact that they were communicating. But my bigger issue is that he's keeping that door open, knowing that feelings are still there. It's not dead wrong for you to talk with your ex, but come on now. Juliet and Joel, I can't stand the both of them. And honestly, Juliet is becoming less likable than even Joel, okay? So they have the eye-gazing task. She doesn't want to do it because she doesn't want to stare into his devil eyes. And then he's reading out the tasks that they have, the other task too. I think it is the hugging one. And she stormed off, and he's reading it to her through the door. And she's like, no, you have to apologize to me for how you're treating me. What is he doing to you? Don't get me wrong, he's deliberately being annoying. I believe that he's deliberately trying to be annoying, but he's not being vile to her, especially in the way that she's being vile to him. So I was like, what's going on here? So then they do the photo ranking challenge, and it's clear that they are trying to get under each other's skin. So she had voted Tyson last, then Steven, then Danny, then Joel. So she put Joel, what was it, fourth or something like that. She then, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, she put David at the top, and that felt like a win for me. It felt like a win for me because, you know, the black people, especially on the international shows, tend to be the least desirable. So I was like, well, at least somebody put the black man at number one outside of his partner. I don't know, that felt like a win. But anyways, when it was Joel's turn to do the ranking, of course, he's going to try to rub salt in the wound.
Am I your type physically?
No. I've dated Indian, British people.
What did your ex look like?
Someone more my age. Black hair, a beard, Maltese.
Mediterranean, British, Indian. But when it comes to me, no. Look at her, stunning. You were rated higher than what you rated me. That's all right.
I have a massive problem with that.
No, it was just a joke.
You didn't do it with your funny comedic voice.
Great nose. She's got great everything, really. Whenever I see her around, she looks really good. Someone's got to come last and someone's got to get first, you know?
I can't even be too mad at him at this point because Juliet has been doing the same. Juliet has been trying to humble this man. She's just been disrespectful. And I do understand you don't like the guy. You've gotten the ick, but there's no need to be vile towards him just because you don't like him. She feels like he's being very performative. I think she's also being performative, obviously. Like, they are both the same. Sam and Chris have the rapid revelations task, and they basically deduce that their relationship needs a bit more intimacy, so they are going to try to kick that up a notch. Then we have Alyssa and David, who meet up with their friends, and Alyssa's friend is like, hey, watch out for Beck. Beck is digging for information on you and your ex from the past, or just whatever she can use to slander you. So watch out for that girl. So remember that, because that's going to be important later. Then we go to Tyson and Stephanie. So they are tasked to watch each other's audition tapes. And we see Tyson say some, unsavory things about the gay community. He believes basically you can be gay, but over there, oh, I'm not gay, so don't come talk to me if you're gay. And if you want to be gay, yeah, love is love, but love each other over there. Don't come in my orbit, right? And Stephanie takes issue with this. And it's interesting to me that she takes issue with this, because she says that she's passionate about harmony, and she believes that love is love and that you should support gay rights. But you're a Trump supporter. How that make sense? Anyways, she's going to take issue with him because she has gay friends. And even if she didn't, it seems like this is something that she's passionate about. I do believe everybody's allowed to love whoever they want to love. Again, then why are you a Trump supporter? So yeah, she's going to get upset at him, and he's just not going to understand. He's like, who cares? I'm not gay. And nobody's accusing you of being gay. I don't know why he thinks if a gay guy approaches him, it's the person saying, oh, I think that you are gay and you must be gay and look at me and my gayness. Accept me. Nobody's saying that. So yeah, I don't know. It's just very weird between these two. I can't stand the both of them. I need both of them off my screen immediately. Juliet and Joel have one last conversation about each other's behavior. He's calling her out for being mean and nasty. She's saying that you are performative. And in this conversation, he says, I don't like the fact that you can't see the star in me. And he proceeds to say, you don't see the light in me after that. But she cuts him off and she's like, I don't see the star in you. Oh my gosh. She's then going to twist this and say that he's going around saying, I'm the star of the show. Let it be known, when he said, you don't see the star in me, she repeated the words, I don't see the star in you, or you don't see the star in me, whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, she repeated back exactly what he said, but then she's going to twist the story, right? Before the dinner party, she's going to have a complete 180, and she's going to say, honestly, I woke up in such high spirits. I'm having the best day ever. I've learned so much about Joel. He's so amazing. I'm so excited for the dinner party. But we're supposed to believe that he's the performative one. Okay. So at the dinner party, Beck is on her apology tour, right? She's telling people, hey, I'm sorry. I was angry. I was going through a lot. I was taking out my frustration on people who didn't deserve it. I'm sorry. Somebody who's not buying the sorries is David.
You were digging up some stuff about Alyssa?
Me?
Yeah, you talking to people in Adelaide? No, you're not digging up information?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I promise.
Beck claims that she has nothing to lose, and so it means nothing to her to own up to digging up information about Alyssa. But I'm like, well, I don't know. I think that you risk a lot if you say that, because then people back home who are your mutuals will probably not trust you, because what would be the purpose of trying to find dirt on Alyssa? To likely slander her name on the show. So if you would do that to somebody who's not even that close to you, why would I trust you? No, you're not somebody who could be trusted. She also says, I would own up to my behavior because I have a history of doing that. Well, actually, you don't have a history of doing that. You have a history of attacking people to avoid owning your own behavior. And when you are trying to own your own behavior, like the previous episode, when she was being told about her behavior towards Alyssa, she wanted to bring down Gia with her. Oh no, you guys didn't see all the texts. Gia talks about her too. It's not just me. Okay. In this conversation, David is like, you know what? You're obviously not going to be a friend of mine on the outside, so it is what it is. You can go ahead and say your apologies. I just don't accept the apology. It could have been very simple for Beck to be like, I don't believe that I was digging up information on Alyssa, but I have said unsavory things about her, and for that, I do apologize. It's not my business to be in your business, and, for that, I am sorry. Instead, she's going to give generic apologies, just being like, yeah, sorry, my head was just not in the right place, and I was coming at people, and I shouldn't have done that. Apologize specifically for how you have treated Alyssa. Apologize specifically for talking shit about Alyssa. And she literally said that. She said in the previous dinner party, oh, Alyssa knows I talk shit about her. That's not an apology, though. you should apologize. If you truly are remorseful, just apologize. Don't try to throw anybody else under the bus. Don't try to deflect. Just say you're sorry. Stella tells Juliet that she heard a rumor that Joel thinks that he is the star of the show. And she's like, yeah, he absolutely said that. When they then shift the conversation to Joel, Joel is like, I did not say that. And of course he's denying it because he did not say that.
I've never said that. And I would never say something so self-aggrandizing as that. I feel like you're just throwing me under the bus here.
Stop lying and gaslighting me. I'm 1000% sure that he said those words.
You don't see the star in me. You don't see the light in me.
Star in you. And you know, if you were honest about this, I wouldn't have to say it like this, by the way. Well, I'm the star.
She's totally twisted my words and used it against me.
The gag about all of this is that I do think Joel does see himself as the star of the show, but he did not say that. Simply put, he did not say that, right? I think it would have been better if he just came out and said what he said and been like, yes, I did use the word star, but it was in a different context. I said she doesn't see the star in me, meaning I have redeemable qualities that she's refusing to see because she has been so mean and nasty to me. She's written me off because of these things that she's seen, and now she's being, very disrespectful. And you can believe that because you can see the disrespect in this conversation. She just became very rude and flippant and all that kind of stuff. And even the experts are like, oh, this is a different side from Juliet. We are not used to this at all, right? I don't know why he didn't just restate what he had already stated. He just keeps saying, I didn't say that, I didn't say that, I didn't say that, which makes it seem like you said nothing to that effect, when in fact you did. It's just the context has been skewed. The words themselves and the context has been skewed. So anyways, people are realizing, okay, yeah, Joel probably doesn't say, the best things all the time, but clearly Juliet is the problem here, but people aren't really calling it out. Stella does say, okay, well, there's no need to attack him. And then Scott eventually chimes in as well. But people, although they side with Joel, are not calling out Juliet. I'm going to take a break from them and talk about Tyson for a second. So when Tyson first arrived at the dinner party, he was already saying things that prove how small-minded he is, right? So he was talking to Steven, and Steven was saying, yeah, it's been really hard for me to open up, to let that guard down and stuff. And Tyson says, well, you need to let that guard down. You need to open up to your wife more, or she's going to see you as weak. And honestly, I'm surprised that he didn't think that vulnerability was a feminine trait. It's interesting. Moving on. He talks about gender roles and how, it's a woman who should stay home and it's a man who's a provider and a protector and blah, 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 whatever. So, of course, this leads us into the baby news from Chris. I almost said from Chris and Sam, but it's just Chris. And he has a very interesting perspective.
I'm a donor dad for one, and then I'm going to parent the other. So there's 2 kids coming.
I'm not really used to that gay thing with the kids, or I don't know what the hell is going on, quite frankly. It gets real sort of nitty-gritty. Quite frankly, I don't want to know.
If you are struggling to understand how sperm donation and surrogacy work, you got bigger problems. You got bigger problems than worried about what a gay couple is wanting to do for themselves. You don't understand how sperm donation works? He's like, oh, I just don't get this whole gay thing. Like, I don't get how gay people have kids. Like, I just don't understand. Well, adoption, sperm donation, surrogacy, like they are explaining right now in real time, you dingus. And on top of that, too, if you and your wife are incapable of conceiving naturally, what method do you think you're going to have to use to have biological children? Let's think. Let's think long and hard. What do you think you will have to do? Okay, this man is an idiot, and I don't care if it's just for TV. I would never, ever portray myself in this way for internet fodder. I would never. So you're dumb even just for that. We cut back to Juliet, who is continuing her smear campaign of Joel, and honestly, it's a very bad look for her.
I mean, right now I'm disgusted. He's giving loser. I'm trying so hard. He likes to cuddle up with his teddy bear at the end of the night. I've tucked him in with it, for sure.
It's childish as hell. I have a child, I can say that.
I'm not married to a man, is what we're trying to say. You've created a deranged girl. Teddy is not a to me like Joel is.
Oh my God. Oh. And as much as I don't agree with the things that Joel has done in this process, the speeches at the beginning, the attachment to this 30-year-old teddy bear. I'm sorry, no, that would give me the ick, guys. Or even like the dildo drumming. It doesn't warrant this behavior. It just doesn't. You don't like the guy. Cool. Is it every person you don't like that you have to cuss out till kingdom come? Like, I don't understand. And she is proving to be the fakest one of them all, because how are you going to sit in this man's face and say, oh, I don't mind A, B, C, and D that you do. But now when you're trying to go on a smear campaign, you're going to use these same things that you claimed weren't an issue for you. So you're the fake one in all reality. You are proving that you are not somebody who people can see as a safe space, because if I'm vulnerable with you, are you then going to use this information against me whenever you're not pleased with me? Ew. So she's going to say, oh, you've brought out, what did she say? A deranged woman? Essentially, she's turning into a monster because of him. And this is not how she is on the outside. I'm so tired of people saying that. Because between Beck, Gia, and now Juliet, them saying, I'm not even like this in real life. Well, you slip into this character real easily. So I find that very hard to believe. She says she's disgusted with Joel. I'm disgusted with you. You simply can say, this is not for me. I'm going to walk away the next chance that we get to. We could try to build a friendship, but that's as much as it's going to be. But to be like this nasty and rude, nah, bro. And it seems like the experts are going to call her out. I hope they do, because we have tipped the scale way too far on the other side. Where I understood you at first, I don't understand you now. And I think you are dead wrong. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.